Hello my darlings, this is an impromptu video that's going to go out today. I needed to do it because it's very important, and it's in honour and tribute to a beautiful, brave, wonderful soul called Catt Brand. Catt sent me an email this morning, very bravely, saying that she's only got a couple of weeks to live because she has lung cancer. And so I felt that I needed to assist Catt, her family, and anybody else that's going through this or experiencing it as the person that's passing or the family around someone that's passing. I sometimes think I don't know what's best. Every single person in my family has passed like that. I don't know anybody that I've watched pass, and I don't know which one I would choose, to be honest with you, because they're both as horrific as the other. Because if you are dealing with someone that has a terminal illness, your grief just goes on and on and on, because you know at some point it's going to happen. So I can't imagine how that must be for you and for Catt's family. So in my last 30 odd years, it makes me feel so old. You have to bear with me because I'm still in grief if you don't know me and you've come across this video. And I'm still suffering with really severe anxiety and heart palpitations. So please bear in mind that if you don't know me and you just come across this video, hence why I'm not looking my best. Over the last 30 odd years, I have many times, I suppose you would call it in religious terms, last rites. It isn't last rites. I have been honoured and privileged to either be online or I've actually been at the bedside of people about to pass, and I acknowledge that Archangel Azrael is going to be there, and I basically tell them where their soul's going to go and what's going to happen. And extraordinarily, it's within hours that I've done that they then pass up. And it's an honour and privilege to be one of the last energies connected with that beautiful soul before it transitions to the spirit world. So Catt, you're not the first to say that you are worried that you are going to miss your family. Here's the good news, if there's anything we can take from this horrific scenario. The good news is that, do you know, the best analogy I can do is, you know when salmon go up rivers and they push against the river, they flip themselves out of the water and they go up against waterfalls to get to their spawning ground, don't they? And it's like they just know they've got to do it. If you watch any nature programs, all the majesty of the animals just literally live by nature. Trees live by nature. Oh, it's time for the fall, so it's time for the leaves to come down because I know I've got a rebirth ready for spring to regrow. Very much like what happens with the soul when it transitions. So, when you are a very good person, a beautiful person who doesn't deserve to go up there, because I know you don't, because literally all of the beautiful souls, there's two types of people down here, I think. There's the people that are here to help humanity, and that's why they stay here for so long, or teach something and bring a beautiful legacy, or pretty plain evil. Because it seems all the good people are taking up the spirit world, which is pretty much understanding now in this Aquarian age we're entering. The Christ consciousness, a lot of people have been taken up and have asked to come up at this time to be guides and look out for you. So the good news is, Catt, is that you will follow nature. Okay, you'll automatically know that your soul guided by Archangel Azrael, will be taken up to the spirit world, to the light. Just recently, Darren, it was less than 24 hours, and he was visiting all my family saying, I'm standing by the light. Nikki told me, I know it's all real now, I've got to go in. And I saw him as well. He did it really quick, which is great. So that light will naturally pull you in. It's not like, go to the light, Carol Ann. It's just a natural progression that your soul goes back home, like the salmon, unless there's issues, you know. Most of the spirit people I've ever dealt with that are grounded are guilty of something, or they were too religious and thought they were going to get judged by God's wrath, all sorts of things. So you will naturally go up to the spirit world. Before you pass, Catt, you will have loving members of your family who you've missed stand there and be with you, including, as I've mentioned earlier, Archangel Azrael, Azrael. And I also ask your family, Catt, and everybody else that's watching this, that they just ask that Azrael is near to help them. People say that it's shock that gets you through. Yeah, there is that, because obviously I'm still, you know, 5 weeks on, is it? I've lost count. It's horrific. But I still can't get rid of the anxiety and palpitation. So, yeah, your body goes into fight or flight mode. But I do know that that calm, serene strength that you have during the time of transition, straight after and before, it's like Azrael is giving you the strength to do that. He's giving you the strength to get through it and just automatically go through all the human procedures you have to go through after someone's passed. So ask for him to be with you. He works on this beautiful creamy white ray of light. And he will be there, Catt. He will be standing over you, and you will be surrounded by so much love and tranquility that your soul will be like, thank God. And I know that sounds like you don't want to say that because you don't want to leave your family, but your soul will go, thank God I'm out of that body. I've just had enough. So you will know this very, very soon, if not even before your last physical breaths. Okay? You will just be surrounded by such peace and beauty and tranquility. And when your soul is taken from your body, it can still watch what's going on. I've done thousands upon thousands of readings where the person that's passing, they're in coma state, or they've just passed, and they know exactly what you did, exactly who was standing around, everything. You know, and what I did just after Darren passed. A medium's recently told me exactly what I did because he was watching. We were both watching. So you will be completely aware of everything that goes on, Catt. Depending on bearing in mind you're connected in our tribe, darling, I would say that you are an older soul. So you will kind of be, right, I'm up here, what do I do to get back down again? So the good news is that you will be able to sit with your loved ones 24/7. They won't be aware of it to begin with because they will be in complete grief and sorrow. But if you want to sit and watch Coronation Street with them, you can. Right? If you want to just watch what they're going or whisper in their ears and you can do it all. You can sleep with them. You can just lay next to them. You have got the power and the freedom to literally do whatever you want as a spirit person. So really, that's the good news, because when you go up to the spirit world, Azrael hands you over to Jeremiel, Archangel Jeremiel, and he works on this beautiful purple ray. Depending on your belief system down here or who you feel safe with, Jeremiel chooses an image that you will feel safe with. So just say you were like, I don't know, devout Catholic, then his image potentially could be Jesus, right? And it's the same, let's say if you're a Muslim, then he potentially could do the face of Allah or Muhammad, right? So he will project what image you feel safe with, because you've still got all this human energy going on, right? And then he will take you, I've seen it so many times in the Akashic records when I've gone up there to look up people, see what they're doing. You will then be placed in these, they're like healing huts, right? And you're laid out on this plinth, and you'll have all of these souls. I've seen it so many times. All the souls, even dogs, animals, your loved ones, everybody you've missed and loved, will all stand around you. And this is when you go through the healing transition. Depending on how much trauma there is to the body, you potentially could go to the seraphim, if there's a lot of trauma to be taken from your body, in the celestial garden. You would know it as a fountain of youth, I suppose, fountain of life. It's the Oculus of Gaia. Long story, it's in Earthwalkers. I'm going to have to get that out, I think. Something to aim for. So you have your healing, and what happens during that time in that layer, okay, is that your soul gets used to being a free spirit again, a free soul, without the heaviness of the human body. So you have to just get used to the transition. There's TikTok time down here, and there's obviously ethereal time, which there is no time up there. So basically it could take 1 minute, it could take 10 days. But as you're part of the tribe, I would say it's most probably going to be minutes. So you have your healing, and then Jeremiel, in the image that you feel safe with or believe in, or if it's angels, he'll just show himself as an angel, will take you through your life review, okay? And you will basically look at what your soul contracts were, that you carried them out, what you learnt from your incarnation, what you perhaps didn't do as well, did do as well. It's just literally going through your little adventure down here, and if you literally ticked all the boxes you signed up for. Okay, you'll be free of pain, you'll be free of worry, you'll be free of ego, the fear, doubt, worry, and suddenly you'll become this most beautiful sentient being of light with the whole knowledge of the universe within you. And that will give you all of the access to your soul cluster, know exactly what's going to go on with them. Okay, so know that Catt's family and everybody's family is left down here. And I absolutely know, I'm going through it, there is nothing worse than physical parting through death. It's absolutely horrific. Let's not make it all too love and light. It's absolutely shit. And my biggest, even my biggest fear is knowing I'm going to pass and have to wait for it. I just no, just take me out. I can't be doing all that. Even though I know what follows, it's like, you are all facing the worst possible thing, you beautiful people. So the honest truth is, it is easier for the person passing than it is for us. We're left with a hell of grief. They go on to this beautiful realm where they're suddenly having this big reunion with all of their family and friends who they've missed. And the truth is, Catt, is that you will then, once you've gone through your healing transition, darling, you will then be taken to the reality layer, which is, most people call it heaven, I suppose, right? And what will happen is that you will then create your space. At the moment, Darren's still going around on his motorbike, rude. So I don't know what space he's going to create for us, but a lot of people that I've brought through in the past, they have created the home they always wanted, or a home they already knew. So I remember one, I think I mentioned this in Rise and Fall, where just to make, I can't remember the names now, Rose and Fred I can't remember. And so he said, I'll come up with Nan, and we're sitting on our favourite bench with the hollyhocks, and we're looking out and blah, blah, blah. She said, oh my God, that's their house. So the Nan recreated the house ready for him to come home to heaven. And so, I've had people that create cul-de-sac with all their family living in houses down a close. Whatever reality that you want to create, you can create. So, Catt, if you want to go on a Caribbean cruise, you can do it. Your intent and your power to manifest imagery and feelings of something, it's a bit like Total Recall. Your sentient energy can create any reality you wish. You can go through layers of reality, time and dimensional ways. And I know that you've just most probably said, watching this, well, I don't want that. I just want to be with my kids. I want to be with my family. I know that. But when you are up there, you'll realise that you are immortal, and you'll realise that, I can be anywhere I want to be. You can even split your energy to be at 2 places at the same time. It's just when we're down here encased in this ecosystem and in this physical body, we limit ourselves to how truly remarkable we all are and how powerful we are, and that all of us are part of the universe, but people for some reason don't get that. I'm just going back to, you're magnetically being pulled back to an environment that is home. This was just you renting the place for a little while, having a little holiday. And so when you're in your reality, I have no doubt, Catt, that you'll be like, well, how do I get down and give them a sign? So what will happen is that someone that's been up there a while will say, well, I know how to do that. I'll piggyback on me and I'll take you down there. All right? And then you then start doing whatever you feel they will know about, like leave a feather. Darren at the moment is feathers. Every single day there's a feather. And even a medium said the other day, he goes, he's bringing you the feathers, you know. I'm like, yeah, I know. Every single day in the weirdest places ever. So you, sorry, darling. So you will go up, go to the reality layer, create whatever you want. Mine's going to be, I'm sure Darren will create something on a Caribbean beach somewhere. And you will, so how do I get back down? So we do the piggybacking, and then you'll start to learn how to manifest whatever you want, dependent on how highly evolved your soul is. You will manage to know how to get through the ether and bring messages to your loved ones and give them a hint that you're there. So, you know, you could like say, do that tomorrow, and they'll do something. It'll be magnificent for them. And the thrill of you being able to guide and help your beautiful family down here will be just perfectly, synchronistically beautiful. So, yes, there is the fear of the transition, but then don't we all fear every change in our life? Whether it's a house move, change a job, you know, moving out of your comfort zone is the most scariest thing ever. However, it's part of nature. It's part of us going home. And then when each of your family members come up, you will be there standing around them saying, it's okay, darling, I'm here. It's a circle of life. It's a circle of how we live and die and live again. If we're stupid enough to do soul contracts like I have and come down and decide to help humanity during this massive shift in our planet. So, for people that are watching this, I've been seeing heaven since I was 4 years old. So I haven't just decided I can see things. I follow through a legacy of hundreds of years of mediums, psychic healers before me, and my sister and my brother. And the things I've seen, experienced, watched, felt, smelt, seen, it just heard. It's just 100%. 100% proof, whatever you want to call it, of our existence after this life. So concentrate on the beauty, Catt. Concentrate on being over there and being free of the fear, the pain, the worry. And no doubt, if you're that eager to come down, one of your loved ones will say, come on, I'll take you down. And you'll be there within seconds. You'll realise, some people realise they're still laying with their body passed over. Go and see your funeral. You do whatever you want. And I know that because we're conditioned to have bad luck in our lives down here, because we're conditioned that everything is pretty crap. It's like a game of Monopoly, isn't it? 2 steps forward, or you go to jail and pick a community chest. It's up and down, up and down. And so we don't believe that there is a utopia. We don't believe that it's all a happy ever after, because we've had so much crap down here that we think, well, no, we just make it up so there's a happy ending to our death. Absolutely not true. The power of the spirit world, the power of the angels, the power of a collective of beautiful thousands of beings in the light have got me sitting here doing this for you right now. That is the power of the spirit world. That is the power of spirituality. That is the power of a collective of light. And you'll be going back to that soon. And just, you know, I've said it many times before, and I need to do this book next. I really do need to get this out. You know, what happens when we die? If, you know, if you've had enough, if you've got dementia, if you have quite a violent passing, your soul's taken out way before you go through. You don't go through it. And I know from looking it down that his soul was out really quick and was up watching everything. And I've had 3 separate mediums tell me the scene, down to where people were, where the rocks were, where the beach was, where a boat was like moored up. It's just, and today I was watching it with you. And yeah, my soul just came up really quick. So it was like, don't need to be there, I'll just watch it. And the things that they described, or he described, is just no one knows unless they were there watching it or being there during his transition. It is awful, it's scary, it's shit. And after, obviously, you pass, you know, your family have got to do all the, like, legal stuff and arrange a funeral, and I'm not even going to go into my scenario, but, you know, it's hopefully done with love and respect. And, you know, you've got to be honest. Say exactly what you want to say before you go, Catt. And this is for everybody else. Make sure all of your wishes are honoured as a beautiful, you know, beautiful contribution to your existence in your life. I'm sure it will be. And, you know, you're surrounded by love, and 98% of people in this world will always honour their loved ones and do exactly what they ask for. So don't have fear, darling. Don't have fear. I never felt so honoured and humbled that people reach out to me. I would think it's the last thing you would think of is writing to me and sharing almost what you feel is like your darkest hours approaching. And I never, ever, ever lose that sense of wonderment and, as I said, humbleness of people reaching out. And sometimes I've even had them tell me, because I can hear their soul tell me, I'm going to do this to let you know I'm over okay. So then I tell the family. And they do it. Like, I'm going to move this, or a butterfly will come in, or this will happen, that will happen. And it happens within a couple of hours of them passing. It really is just a step into just a different dimension, with easy portals and access back. You know, you got the VIP backstage pass to the whole of the universe. And it's just losing the meat suit, which is fearful. It's really weird because you don't want to let go of it. Someone told me this once, a nurse who passed. It's really weird because she said, you know, you don't want to let go of it and you hang on to it. And then once you're out of it, you think, oh my God, don't even think of putting me back in there. You know, don't even think of it. Please watch my, you know, if you've got someone with dementia, please watch my video on that, because it goes into that they're totally aware of what's going on. Your family are totally aware. as they stand around the person who's passing, that you need healing, so they will make sure that you get as much as you can healing. Amethyst is a really good crystal to have around you or the person passing. A selenite, like I've got a spiritual family, innit? So you've got amethyst there, there's the smooth one, there's the tumbled version. Selenite is great because that's an instant connection to the angel realms. Look at that. My favourite ever. Well, they're all my favourites, to be fair. Every time I pick a stone up, I say that's my favourite. I'm not thinking great at the moment. So Apache tear, it's a good one for grief. But, you know, if there's specific scenarios for whatever anybody else is going through, then just Google it. That's the best thing. I'm not in my right space at the moment to like, oh yeah, get that. Yeah, that's and for the family, just say what you need to say. Don't be scared to say what you want to say, because God, the times that I've, you know, said that when the spirit person's come through, look, he said he heard you saying you were sorry after he passed. Just say it before. Get it off your chest what you need to say, as long as it's not nasty. But, you know, just be honest. Face it with beauty and grace. Face it with an honour that someone's being promoted to this next level that you will go to eventually. Face it with love and grace and faith. That's all you got to do. And just to put it in there, you know, because people are mostly asked, people that pass that have done atrocious things down here, they will face their karma horrifically. Oh, I've seen it. And if they've committed really heinous acts, then they will go to the cherubim chamber. Just, again, look at my old videos that describes that, because I know these questions are coming. I can feel already that people are going to ask about that. It's all an element, and we're in Libra season, weirdly enough, it's all an element of justice, balance. Everything balances out when you get up there. Everything balances out. As I say, during the review, that's when you think, look at what you did then, and that will come back 1,000-fold, you know. So you've got nothing to worry about there, darling. So I would like to please just ask our collective to now join in prayer. You don't have to do all that. Don't have to do anything. Just perhaps close your eyes as a collective when you watch this. Archangel Azrael, I please ask that all of the souls that are due to come up to you in your beautiful loving arms, to whoever connects with this video and resonates with the frequency of what I have been discussing, anybody that finds themselves in this situation, please stand with love, serenity, tranquility and calm as they say goodbye to their beautiful loved one. For we know that it's a human word, goodbye, and it really is a hello, welcome home. I please call upon you and Archangel Raphael with your beautiful green light to bring healing over everybody that is going through this scenario at the moment. Help them to get through this situation as easily as possible, bringing them strength, encouraging them to make the right decisions and for them to walk in the right direction of love and honour. I please ask that you place a blessing on Catt, and her family as she goes through her final days to transition. I please also ask that Catt's beautiful family look back on this in months to come and smile, knowing that her love, her braveness to reach out to the collective will bring a legacy of healing and information and love to all of those that are going to go forward to the spirit world for years and years. And what I'd like you all to do now is visualise that in your third eye there's a big star, a big white, beautiful, shining, white and golden star. And I want you to visualise pushing that out of your forehead and sending it up to a starry night. And you can see the trail of it like a firework, throwing itself up into the divine. And this not only is a beautiful connection acknowledging all those brave souls that are going on their next dimensional journey, it's also sending a thought of love and a connection up to all of your loved ones that watch you, whether you're aware of it or not. They are all watching us. They are all with us. They're all holding our hands, cradling us, cuddling us, guiding us, encouraging us. Never ever forget that. And in your times of grief, especially during the first few weeks, always visualize. Okay, this is super weird. I've had you in prayer, and I'm sorry if you've now come back out of it, but the phone decided to stop recording. So Catt, potentially one of your agreements will be that you're going to interfere with phones and electricity and electrical things, because we were in prayer and the video just turned itself off, just stopped on its own. How incredible is that? So let's get back into the prayer, shall we? And know that where the eternal soul of your loved one may be, they will not be in their graves, they will not be where their ashes are. They will be surrounded by you in love and light, whispering words of encouragement, love, strength, growth, advice in directions that you need to take for the better. Knowing that you are so loved and surrounded by spirit down here will really help you. So you sending that firework of intent up there just illuminates your intention and desire to be at one and connect with your loved ones in heaven. And as I've already asked, Raphael, please continue to send that beautiful green energy of love and light and healing to all those going through the physical passing down on the earth plane. Azrael, to send them calm and allow them to get through each day with your love and strength. And Jeremiel, bask in the beautiful soul of whoever has transitioned, allowing them to feel your love, direction and guidance, safely enfolded in the reality layer with their lost family who they haven't seen for so many years, placed in their reality in comfort, happiness, nostalgia. I ask that Catt and everybody who is due to transition have the most peaceful and tranquil passing, and embrace the beautiful tranquility and healing of the spirit world. Now open your eyes. It's totally impossible. I'm nowhere near the phone and I didn't turn it off, so someone did. As you say, shut up already. So, Catt, you've just passed on a legacy. Every single person that watches this and gets help in years to come is because of you and your braveness and your love reaching out to me. How beautiful is that? Your family will be so proud. Because this is your legacy, my darling. And this will bring comfort, knowledge, guidance to all those going through the inevitable. You will have the most peaceful, beautiful transition surrounded by the people that adore you. How precious is that? And I implore you all down here, just remember that you need to focus on where the soul of your loved one will be now. So for instance, you'll say, yeah, I bet they're sailing, I bet they're playing golf, I bet they're whatever they love to do down here. Focus on that, because they're not in their body, they're not in the ashes. I know I keep saying this, but they're not at the grave, they're just not there. They're not there. You know, if you've read my books, I lived in a cemetery and I thought it was going to be like Paddington Station, and it was as quiet as anything. Nobody wants to hang around there. They're in your heart, they're in the ether, they're around you all the time. And I know that you need a physical connection to them on a 3D level, but eventually you'll learn through synchronicity and signs and what they bring you and the magic of what they can create. You'll know that that really doesn't mean anything anymore. Well, it does, it always will, but it's not your anchor. You'll learn that your anchor is your signs, your synchronicity and your messages from your loved ones. Just sending a postcard, sending you a text, giving you a call. But just for Catt's family, look out for your phones and electrical stuff, TVs, because I think that's what you're going to be, how you're going to work, Catt. Because there is no reason for some, you have to physically go and press the button to say off. And I had my eyes closed, so really random. Thank you, whoever did that. Must be Darren. Stop going on, love. Must be doing it because I'm tired. He's like, come on, that's enough now. God bless him. God bless you all. And a tribute to Catt Brand. And may you bring this beautiful love and energy for many years to come, whoever comes across this video. I wish you all love and strength, Catt's family, and know that she'll be safe and well and never alone. And that goes for every single spirit person that passes. They are never, ever alone. They are up, filled with nostalgia, happiness, love, reunion. It's a beautiful place to be. So, my darlings, I send you love, and again, my humbleness on being allowed to be a connection to something so intimate and so final. You got this, Catt. And if you want to come and say hello after you transition, or even before, just let me know. God bless you. I keep seeing a butterfly flapping on a grave, or I don't know, there's a butterfly. So perhaps you might send those as well. Anyway, my darlings, I wish you strength, love and healing if you're going through anything like this, because you will get through. It's horrific, but you'll do it. We'll do it all together. Until the next time, God bless.